Oh, hello. Wasn't that silly? That was our very feeble attempt at humor. All right. Tim thinks it's funny. Hello. Okay. I am Dr. Jane Ann Munroe, Director of Admissions here at the Southern California College of Optometry. The following video you're about to see contains additional questions that we thought were suitable questions for an applicant to ask of an interview panel at the end of the interview. Think of this material as kind of like bonus material. It's kind of bonus material to our 4-part video series that we did where we actually filmed an applicant interview. Any questions you ask should be appropriate and have a personal interest to you. 2 pitfalls to avoid. Never ask a question where you personally are really not interested in the answer. That would end up in kind of a phony and fake transaction, and you don't want that. And number 2, don't ask a question about information about our program that's readily available on the website. That too just looks like you haven't done your homework, so avoid doing that. Open-ended questions are best. Use my favorite technique. I call it the tell me about format. That's where you ask a question designed to prompt conversation rather than just a one answer question. And what you do is you give the person through this tell me about format, you give them the opportunity to answer the question with whatever freedom, however they want the question to go. And it really does, it serves more to prompt conversation than it just a finite answer. For example, you might want to ask the question, tell me about the student to faculty ratio. And that would be a real good way to prompt conversation about not only what the actual ratio is, but how students and faculty interface in the program. I think our applicant does a great job here with their questions, so enjoy.
I have a couple more questions. I hear that in 4th year you're done with lecturing, so what do the students do?
We get rid of you. No, in a way we do actually. One of your there are 4 quarters, like you said, it's a quarter system. One of the quarters you'll still be here seeing a lot of the specialties and a lot of the local external rotations we'll send you to. Other than that, the other 3 rotations, you can choose, there's a lottery system, and then you get to choose where you want to go to experience your clinical aspects of optometry. So there are places where we can send you to where you'll get military experience because you work in a military base. You get to work with the VAs, with our veterans. You get to work with Indian Health Services. So you get to work with community health services, community health clinics, as well as private practices and so on. But it's a very diverse group of choices, and you get to choose where you want to go. So it'll be like Alaska, Hawaii, Japan, Arizona, the East Coast, and it'll be a very, very, very rewarding experience. You get to be working with patients I won't say 24/7, but you get to work with patients pretty much 5 days a week, and you'll know how to get faster. You know what works, and you see thousands of patients in those 4 quarters that you're in your 4th year actually. So it's a great, rewarding experience. People love it, and makes you a stronger clinician and doctor when you do that.
I have one more question. I know that the scope of optometry varies from state to state, and California is somewhat limited more than others. So if I go here at S.C.C.O, will my clinical experiences be limited as well?
No, because even though you'll have to register, say if you go to another state, you'll have to look at their state laws, and the scope of practice may be different. Our course is designed so that you'll be trained to the level you need to practice anywhere within the United States. For example, with therapeutics, you'll know how to use those wherever you go. If you need to understand laser surgeries, we do have that facility available here too.
So yeah, the answer is yes. So no matter what, if you decide to practice in Oklahoma, which they do allow some limited surgery and laser procedures, we have all the equipment here, and you will be taught there even though you can't do it in California.
How do I do that second? Okay. All right.
Oh, you're already recording.
Oh, I am?
Yeah.
You're supposed to bring me. Okay, here we go. Questions that we thought were suitable questions for a student being interviewed. Oh, God, I screwed up the whole thing. I have to start all over. Okay, take two. And we thought these questions were suitable for an interviewing applicant to can't screw it up. I can't. Here we go. Yeah, I'm gonna try it one more time. Why am I putting all that stuff in there? Am I getting too close?
Just add the-
I think our applicant does a great job here with their questions, so enjoy.
I think we have enough.